started on the Arabian Peninsula in Qatar. We've headed towards a great trip over the Atlantic to the Circuit of the Americas. The next 40 months again here as we are set on pole position. It's lights out and we are racing in MotoGP here in Portugal. And there Bashi does...
And Marquez also making progress.
To that third, Bagnaia just trying to regroup him. And here comes a lunge from the 8-time world champion through the tyre. And Acosta trying to force it on the inside of Miller in Collapso. I'm sure if there was some kind of early mistake by Mir. Now then, here's Bagnaia.
Brad Binder, I don't think Binder...
Here, he's trying to find a way through. Binder's just that little bit sharper on the brakes going in. He's now the fastest rider in this race. A 1:38.978 from Anea in 2 or 3 bike lengths or more. Marquez, he's getting the dashboard message on the charge here, just as he was in Qatar. There's still a long way to go. We have to emphasise here in Portimao, 16.5 laps.
And we know from what we've seen already in the first Grand Prix and a half, Pedro Acosta does not care remotely.
The cliff, but he knew also as well that he's just going to go for it. The only way he's going to learn is by too far ahead for him to attack down the hill into the first corner. In terms of lap times, 39.1 from Martin. He's on the inside of the double MotoGP world champion. Crikey, how has he stayed on board?
I'm very impressed, Pedro. I just wish he had a little bit more confidence. This is incredible.
This on the inside of the double MotoGP world champion Pecco Bagnaia. The KTM manufacturing management, and they are being treated. The sun shows on the inside of Bagnaia. I don't think he's been close enough this time around. Gini at the moment is the only rider on circuit that's able to keep himself in those 138s.
Even for the moment, although to be fair, he was a couple of tenths quicker than this trio. Of course, as Acosta was trying to pass Bagnaia into turn 1, Binder did Bargo's now up to 12, having set his personal best lap last time around.
Yeah, a bit of a humbling day so far for Aleix Espargaro. Although it's a pre-race, he'd be very happy, satisfied with the top 10. That's exactly where he sits right now. This has been unreal though, hasn't it?
I really love it. They're like the speed of him we've known is always there. Like I said, I don't think the big fear is the rear tyre. Not to run off the track, losing the rear on the rear brake and still manage to lose.
Halfway through this 25-lap Grand Prix, 138 making his attack. Now, 8 tenths nearly clear of Vinales.
Yeah, Vinales respond Marquez last time around.
This is down into the first corner. A mistake from Pedro time. He's certainly been abusing that Michelin front tyre on the right-hand side, hasn't he? The hard front with the distinctive yellow band.
First experience with the best boys. I'm trying to see it.
Of lap 16, and it's still the number 89 of Jorge Martin. That leads. He's digging deep to try and go with Martin. He's now set the fast of the Grand Prix, 1:38.818.
Even with that error into turn 1, Pedro lost in the end 1/10 of a second over the full lap to Bagnaia. He certainly repaired the damage over the rest of that 16th lap.
Fairly potent threat that's normally posed by a certain Marquez. Marquez over the line to start lap 17 was nearly 3 Binder and Jack Miller inside that Pierre Mobility group. That's exactly what he's doing right now. Here's Vinales then in second place for around 6, 7, 8 tenths of a second. As we look at him come over turn 8.
His teammate up in second place. Here he is, Maverick Vinales. This is certainly what the Aprilia is capable of if it can qualify.
9.573. Mir in the points in 15th place and trying to get a day after what's been a very frustrating weekend for the young Marquez sibling. No points at all. Doesn't he? None other than the double MotoGP world champion who just cannot break away. Have started to really gap Marquez, who's running out of rhythm late on here. Marquez now is over a second behind Pecco. What's a lonely 6th place. As we just mentioned, he's over a second behind Acosta.
Much like Bagnaia did in Qatar, he's just doing a wonderful job at the moment of managing.
Which has been broken. Marquez goes. And it's both gone down. Oh, unbelievable. Pecco fight, and there is contact between what was the 63 and 93. The number 1 of Bang.
Away along for fireworks, did we, between Marquez and Pecco Bagnaia. Bagnaia going for that very cutback that we were told Marquez just didn't want to release the gap.
Major talking point, as we said. Simon, what are your initial impressions of what we've just seen there between Bagnaia and Marquez?
On the cutback, but just the impact.
He was at the centre, at the focal point of a major talking point in Portimao.
Up over the inside, and Marquez is just trying to get himself back onto line, having gone up the inside and ran wide. It's very similar that to what we saw.
With the potential for some tricky management situations looming. Maverick Vinales in second place.
The other go through. Marquez spotted the opportunity, went at the inside, and the contact sent them both down. It's the final lap.
Can you believe he's high?
Surely Maverick Vinales doesn't think the Grand Prix is over here, does he?
Surely he does, and then he spits him in the air. What late drama we've had legal. You cannot believe, you couldn't script this, could you? It looked like it, but what this means now is then Jorge Martin is going to win the Portuguese Grand Prix. He's 1 point. Martin, a last special one, has witnessed a special race here in Portugal. Jose Mourinho does take second place. Great job by the Italian from pole. And Pedro Acosta, at the start of the final lap of the first corner, Acosta is on the Quartararo. Alexis Spargo is 8th. Oliveira 9th. Jones Arco collect points. So many talking points in that Grand Prix.
Was ready for today, not for the soft, because the big day is today and the point much more today than yesterday. So
He owns his bike as he came over the line, but what do you make of that?
Guys, I don't know any more than you. I didn't see the replay there.